shine so bright, beaming in the night. Lay down your worries, you are not behind. I know how it feels to wonder why you're not where you want to be in life. Hello everyone, welcome back to PalominoIntuitive. Thank you all so much for joining me and for returning. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you all for joining and being interested in this channel. If this is your first time watching me, my name is Star and I'm an intuitive reader. And I like to do pick a card readings to help you guys become more self-aware and on your spiritual journey. So today, the topic that we're going to be going into is what is coming into your life in January 2021. So some of my readings are timeless, but this reading is not. This reading is mainly geared towards those who are going to be watching it either at the end of December right now or in January 2021. But don't worry, because there are timeless readings on my channel if you're watching this after this time. And I will be doing monthly updates readings like this every month. So if you're catching this video after January 2022, don't feel bad. There's definitely other content for you to watch, okay? So today we're going to be picking a phrase, all right? First phrase for group 1, we have celebrate every little victory. The second phase, which is for group 2, phrase, we have body and soul. And then the last phrase, which is for group 3, we have stroke of genius, okay? So if you need more time to go ahead and choose your pile, go ahead and feel free to pause the video. Otherwise, I will catch you in your groups. And just as a quick reminder, feel free to go ahead and, well, not feel free, actually, please, I'm asking, okay? Go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel so that you can join this community and also not miss out on any more readings. And if you're interested in booking a personal reading, you can do so by emailing the email that is in my description box below. Okay, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the piles. I will meet you all at group 1. Alrighty, hello group 1, thank y'all for joining me. So you all chose the phrase celebrate every little victory. So let's just go ahead and jump into your reading. I have pre-shuffled your cards, but I have not looked at them yet. So So we have 2 oracle cards here. We have 3 tarot cards and then 3 clarifying tarot cards. And then at the end, I will shuffle 1 oracle card for you all on camera. Let me put a little oil on my hands, okay? Because it's giving a little ashy, okay? I don't want to be ashy while I'm reading, y'all. So let me just hit them up with a little protection oil while I'm here. This is actually an oil that I made a really long time ago, but it's still potent, still coming through for your girl, okay? So, yep. Boom. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. So, the first card that you all have is the Queen of Wands. Next, you have the 2 of Pentacles reversed. And then last but not least, you have the Tower. All right, so kind of immediately what I'm picking up on for you all, what's coming into your life in January is a rearrangement, okay? And with this energy, I feel like this rearrangement it's happening in order to help you get on the right track towards your goals. Because with this Queen of Wands here, I see that you have some type of goal that you're very determined to achieve. You're very passionate about this. It's probably something creative and something that makes you feel alive, something that makes you feel fulfilled, and something that is probably linked to whatever you feel like your purpose is. And I see that you're definitely on a path to manifesting this. I think you're on a path to, for a lot of you, this feels like something that is career related, but it's not necessarily something that you're doing. Like, it's not a job. Like, this is, like I said, it's like a passion / life purpose. And of course it may obviously be something that you want to capitalize off of and monetize, but it's genuinely something that you're doing because you feel fulfilled by it. And it's something that you feel has purpose in your life. But I think that whatever way that you may be viewing it right now, or whatever route that you're taking to manifest this right now, may not necessarily be getting you to where you're trying to go, okay? It may not be in alignment with the vision that you see for yourself. Because with this Queen of Wands, I'm seeing that you have a vision. You're a visionary person. You're able to imagine well off into the future what you want your life to be like. And so I'm seeing that whatever way that you're imagining this, or whatever way that you think right now as you're watching this is going to get you to that, is not actually that. And so this Tower moment is going to be just redirecting you to help turn this Two of Pentacles upright. Because with it in reverse, I kind of feel like you're going about this in a way that is too practical, or a way that's already been done before, a way that is, the word that's honestly coming through is boring. I feel like you have a really exciting, passionate goal, but you're wanting to go about it in a boring, practical way. You may be, you may have significant earth placements in your chart, or your big three, such as Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. You seem to be, or really, even if it's not like earth energy, maybe it's just fixed energy. You seem to be someone who, like, you definitely have a dreamy side to you, but you also have a very realistic side to you. And I think that when it comes to your plan for how you want this, how you want to manifest this vision, you've been allowing your more grounded side to take over in planning. But I think that that's actually not working out for you, and it may be putting too much on your plate. You may be feeling stressed out by this, or burdened by it, or, you know, your version of manifesting this might be to work really hard, but that may not actually be what's most in alignment for you, or the easiest way for it to make this happen. What's coming to me is kind of like I think that your plan, your initial plan for how you want to manifest this, is just making it harder than what it needs to be, and it's bringing you more stress than actual progress. And so I think that this Tower moment it's just gonna be, like I said in the beginning, a rearrangement. I don't feel like a negative energy from this, or like a painful energy from this. It's more of just like, almost like something in you is gonna click, where you're able to perceive a new route to get to your vision that's less burdensome on you, and that's less hard work. Is more of like what's coming to you in January is kind of a switch in, sorry, I keep hitting the tripod, but a switch in mentality that allows you to work smarter, not harder, okay? Because right now I feel like you're working harder. And yeah, I just see that there's going to be something that comes in with the Tower energy. It may be like an overnight switch, like a quick energy, where you just might wake up one day, or you might just see something, or just get a download where you're like, oh, duh, like, what the heck? I don't have to work this hard to do this, or I don't have to go this route. I could just do this. Or, you know, I could just try this creative thing. Or maybe if I take a leap of faith with this, I could see results in a quicker way without having to do so much, okay? For a lot of you, the internet is coming through to me. And so for some of you, I feel like you may have thought that you needed to, like, go to college for something, or like get a degree or a certification, or take like a bunch of class, like something where it would have been like a long, drawn out, hard process. And you're actually realizing that, or maybe you thought that in order to pursue this thing, like you had to go into a career and like work your way up through your field, when you may be actually realizing that the internet is going to allow you to take a different route that's a lot easier and less burdensome on you. So for example, let's say you wanted to go into something where you thought you needed a degree, and you realized that you actually could just take a couple of online courses, or, you know, if you thought you needed to do something where like you needed to work in a field, you may be able to do something online. Something that's coming to me is I saw a post the other day on Instagram, and it was a yoga teacher where she was trying to teach in studios, but she kept getting rejected. And eventually she was able to start online classes, so where she was able to teach yoga online. That's kind of something that's coming through to me, where it's like, if it's not working out, or if it's too hard or too stressful or too burdensome to do it the traditional way, maybe the internet will give you an easier route, and that's something that you may discover, or what may come to you and you may realize in January. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at your clarifying cards. First, you have the Four of Cups in reverse. Next, what is this? You have the Knight of Cups in reverse. And then lastly, you have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. So yeah, this is really just, again, I feel like whatever way that you've been trying to achieve this has been leaving you feeling bored and disappointed and feeling a sense of lack, as if it's not working. Like, I feel like you've been putting in a lot of physical work and a lot of practical work. And while the practical side of you feels like it's a good plan and like it should be working or it should be the way to get you to progress, emotionally and like intuitively, you just feel like it's not working. And it's actually causing you to feel like you're putting in a lot of work and not seeing results. And so, yeah, I feel like there's going to be a new path opening up for you in January, like where you're able to see something from a different perspective that allows you to shift your route, because your vision is not the issue. Whatever it is that you're trying to manifest, and the vision that you see for yourself, that's not the issue. It's just the way that you thought you were going to do it is not actually the way that it's going to happen. And also with this energy here reversed, I feel like a lot of this had to do with you. Like I said, I see you as, you give me dreamy energy, but also practical energy at the same time. You may be someone who has like, this is kind of really specific, but I'm picking up for some of you, look into your natal chart, because I feel like your sun sign may conjunct your moon sign. So what that basically means is that like whatever sign your sun is in is like a complete opposite energy of what your moon sign is in. So there's literally part of you that's dreamy and literally part of you that's very practical. And so you may have led with this idea using your practical energy, when in actuality, more of your dreamy energy is going to get you to where you're trying to go. And I see that there is part of you with these cups that would like to pursue this in a more free way, but there's a bit of a blockage here because I feel like you have dealt with material lack in the past, or even maybe currently. And so there's a sense of, there's a bit of fear here of something not working out. And so you think that your fear is causing you to believe that the long route, the planned out route, the practical route is safer, when in actuality, all it's doing is causing you to burn out, okay? And you feel this need or this yearning to take the easier route, but again, there's a part of you that kind of doesn't really believe in that. Like the dreamy side of you believes in it, but the practical side of you doesn't. And you kind of have been allowing your practical side to navigate your ship, okay? And the thing about practical energy is that while we do need grounded practical energy sometimes there is a such thing as being too grounded and being too afraid to take leaps of faith, or being too afraid to rock the boat, or not follow a routine, or not follow the traditional route of something. And I think that in January, what's going to come to you is the courage with this Queen of Wands to do something different, the courage to initiate a change and to get yourself out of this rut, because I feel like you've been working really hard. Like, I feel like you have been putting in a lot of work, but you still feel stagnant. And yeah, I think that what's coming for you in January is like an end to that, a quick change in your perspective that allows you to move forward. So for some of you in January, you might find yourself starting a YouTube channel, starting a TikTok, or taking an online course. Like, just, I really feel like the internet coming through heavily for this group. I feel like the internet is going to offer you some type of opportunity that, you know, in the practical traditional world, without the internet would not have been possible, okay? So let's go ahead and look into your oracle cards. For some of you, I feel like this may be like a bit of an older group, or maybe you just have like an older mindset where like you're, maybe you were just like, for a majority of your life, the internet just wasn't around, or it wasn't as available as it is now. So you still kind of have that mindset where like you have to do things in the physical world in order for them to manifest, when you're like, you still haven't really adjusted to the fact that like the internet is really big now, and the internet is really accessible now, and the internet is making people millionaires, and the internet has made literally everything in our lives way more accessible than it was in the past. And so I think that in January, you're just kind of going to become more open to that and actually try your hand at it, okay? So looking into your oracle cards, the first one that you have is the Gate. Wow. So this card is literally literally, like it's like a new world is going to open up for you, new opportunities are going to open up for you, and overall a new perspective is going to open up for you. I kind of see you like walking through this portal here. Like I said, and even with the clouds here and like this, the way that this art is drawn, it's like you're switching from letting your practical side navigate your ship to allowing your dreamy side to navigate your ship more, and that's gonna open up opportunity for you. Like I mean, it's really, I can't get more straightforward than that, you know. So let's go ahead and look at this card. Well, I just gotta pat myself on the back, okay, because that intuition, it's the intuition for me, okay? Because I promise y'all I do not look at these cards, and I literally read in pieces. So I had no clue what this card was, no clue what, like, just give me my props, okay? Like, give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up because you know it's resonating, okay, period. So we have the Werewolf, exploring wildness. So this card is, first of all, it's giving me that, again, that water sign, that dreamy energy where it's like you're allowing yourself to break free of practicality. And not that there's anything, like I said, there's nothing wrong with practicality or grounded energy, but I think you have just been allowing it to navigate you too much. And in January, you're going to try something new that's going to open up a new world for you, like especially in terms of your goals. But I think it'll also help you to become more trusting of yourself and more trusting of your spiritual journey. I think that this is also going to help you to become deeper into your spiritual journey, because once you try this and once you take this leap of faith into doing something that you've never done before, or doing something that's not really the traditional thing to do, and it works out for you, you're going to develop a stronger sense of faith. With this werewolf here, I see you kind of breaking free of the way you thought you had to do something in order for it to work out. Because like I said, I think that you've been doing things in the way that you thought they were needed to be done, or in a way that felt safe to you, but it's really not giving you the results you want, and it's really causing you to feel disappointment and boredom and stagnation. And once you just allow yourself to be free and to try something new despite your fear, it's really going to open up a completely new world for you, a new perspective for you, and also new opportunities, okay? So let's go ahead and look into your last oracle card. Let's pull your last oracle card together. All right, Spirit, what? I don't feel like that's your card, actually. Spirit, what is coming into Group 1's life in January 2022? What is coming into Group 1's life in January 2022? I heard 3 more times, so 1, 2, and 3. Let's see what your card is. I feel like this is your card right here. All right, so we have stand by your commitment. You're strong enough to keep the promise that you've made. Don't back out now. Your angels believe in you. So yeah, I feel like also what's going to come through for you in January is this is, like I said, this is going to give you a new perspective, but it's going to give you a boost in energy as well. So like I said, I feel like whatever work that you've been putting in, because of the fact that it's left you bored, disappointed, and feeling stagnant, it has not really been giving you the results that you're looking for, and it's been causing you to feel like quitting, or to feel like giving up on yourself, to feel like giving up on your dreams. And so I feel like excuse me, I had a little something right though. I feel like in January, when you try this new thing, when you are open to this new perspective, it's going to give you the energy and the faith to keep going, okay? Because I feel like you kind of need to be revitalized, and I feel like even watching this reading is revitalizing you a bit. But I feel like when you actually, like I said, start that YouTube channel, or start that online course, or look into a new way of doing things through the internet, or through something that's just not so hard work all the time, and you learn how to work smarter, not harder, you learn to use all of the tools that are around you, such as the internet, it's gonna revitalize your energy and help you to keep going, okay? Because I feel like with this Queen of Wands here, you definitely have a vision, and I feel like with the Queen energy, this is a mature vision, this is a long-term vision, this is something that you know is not going to happen overnight. But, and even though you know that, like I said, when you're pushing and pushing and pushing and you're not seeing the results, it does make you feel disappointed, and you're gonna be revitalized, okay? Because whatever this is, I feel like it's something that you're not just looking at this for you. I feel like this is something, you may be a parent, you may be thinking about creating generational wealth for your children. And even if you're not a parent yet, I feel like you're still thinking about generational wealth. And this is something that you know is long term, and you're doing this for not only just yourself, but for the people that you love and the people that are going to come after you. And so it is a big commitment that you're making to this vision. And I think that in January, you're going to receive just more energy, more faith, more vitality to continue pushing on your journey, okay? So thank you so much, Group 1, for watching. Please leave me a big thumbs up if you enjoyed this reading. I would also love it if you left me a comment down below letting me know how it resonated for you and what's going on in your life that you're pursuing. I would just, love to peek into your life and, see how it resonates for you. That lets me know that I'm doing something right, And I also would really appreciate it if you could subscribe to the channel and join this community, and also make sure that you don't miss out on any other readings that I upload in the future. So thank you so much for watching. I love y'all. Bye. Hello, group number 2. Thank y'all for joining me. So let's go ahead and figure out what is coming into your life in January, okay? So first we have 2 oracle cards here. All these cards I pre-shuffled, but I have not actually looked at any of them. So we have 2 oracle cards here. We have 3 tarot cards and then 3 more tarot cards here to clarify. Alrighty. So and then we're also going to pull 1 oracle card together on camera at the end as your final message. All right, so let's go ahead and just look into the cards that you have. What is coming into your life in January, okay? So the first card that you have is the King of Swords. Let me move this over a little bit. All right, so we have the King of Swords. Next, we have the 3 of Swords. And then last but not least, we have the 8 of Cups. So what I'm seeing here for you all is this energy. Okay, just as a warning, I'm a very honest reader. I'm not gonna, lie or sugarcoat anything. I feel like what's coming for you all in January is you all making a decision to walk away from a situation or a person that has hurt you or lied to you or betrayed you, misled you, anything of that sort, okay? Because with this 3 of Swords here, I feel like you all have been in some type of situation that left you hurt emotionally, and also has left you with a bit of trust issues or resentment. And I feel like in January, what's coming for you is the ability to be the King of Swords. The King of Swords is someone who doesn't take any shit, who's straight to the point, who is able to cut clear and concise, who is able to, put their emotions, not ignore their emotions, but put their emotions to the side and do what is best for their kingdom from a logical, analytical perspective. And I feel like this group may be people that tend to be very sensitive and emotional. And you may have been on a journey, a long journey, I feel like, to learning how not to let your emotions lead you. Okay, and I feel like in January, you're going to finally be feeling headstrong enough to walk away from hurtful situations and hurtful people. All right, so in January, I kind of see you maybe breaking up with somebody, or finally putting your foot down, finally blocking somebody. Like, you finally going no contact. If you're someone who's dealing with a narcissist, I see you going Greystone, no contact with this person finally. And finally choosing yourself and choosing to walk away, okay? For some of you, I also see this, if this is not necessarily a person in your life, for some of you, I feel like this is walking away from addiction. For those of you who may suffer from alcoholism, whether you smoke cigarettes or do any other drugs, maybe you have a shopping addiction, because that's a real addiction that people oftentimes don't speak about. For some of you, like I said, if it's not a person, it may be an addiction that you have been battling that you're finally getting the strength to walk away from in January. I feel like January is giving you a certain level of strength and ability to overcome your emotions. And I don't like to use the word demons, but that's kind of what's coming to me. Maybe that's what some of you call it. What you're dealing with is your demons. I feel like you're finally having the strength to shut all of that down and to finally go on a new path and actually stick to it, okay? Yeah, pretty much straightforward. That's what I'm feeling, okay? For some of you, I feel like this is kind of a long battle. Like, I feel like whatever this is, it took you a long time to get to this point. But January is kind of going to be like, what's coming through is like the straw that broke the camel's back. But I don't even think that it's like, okay, I feel like the straw that broke the camel's back. And I feel like in January, you may be getting some type of news or information that gives you the, okay, let me try to clarify, let's reel it in a bit. When I say the straw that broke the camel's back, I don't mean like something new that's hurtful is going to happen to you. I kind of feel like you're going to just find out about something that has already happened, or you may stumble across a piece of information that gives you the final push that you need to move forward. So for example, if this is, you're dealing with the person, they may confess, or you may find out somehow that on top of everything, that all of the bullshit that they already know that you already know that they did, you may find out about one more thing. And that thing, it already happened in the past, so it's not new, but it'll just be new information to you, and that'll be like your final straw. For some of you, when this comes to dealing with an addiction, it may be like, you know, for some of you dealing with alcoholism, it could be like you get drunk and then you black out one time and you're like, you know what, I'm sick of this. Or maybe you read an article about the effects of smoking cigarettes on the body and you're like, you know what, I'm through with this. Like, it's just kind of like you discover some information, or something happens where it's like, you know, it just finally gives you that last push where you're like, you know what, I'm over this, I'm through with this immediately, and I'm walking away now. Like, in the past, it was hard for me to walk away. In the past, I felt guilty for walking away, or I felt like I wasn't strong enough to walk away. But now I'm over it, I'm through, I'm done. Like, that's the energy that I'm getting with this for you all in January. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at your clarifying cards. So first, you all have the Six of Swords reversed. Next, you have the Eight of Wands. And then lastly, you have the Hermit in reverse. So yeah, I feel like you all were, I feel like there with the Hermit in reverse, the word that's coming through is hiding. I feel like you all were trying to avoid, I feel like you all have known for a long time that you needed to walk away from whatever this was. And I feel like you were just kind of hiding from it. And I don't even want to, it's like a sense of avoidance. Usually the Hermit gives me like, you know, you're just going in and you're introspecting. But I feel like you all have been hiding from this and hiding from the pain. Like, that's really what I feel like you all have been hiding from the pain for a long time. And you all have also been wanting to progress in life and wanting to move on. But because of the fact that you were hiding, it was preventing you from moving forward. But with this Eight of Wands here in January, like I said, definitely I feel like you all are going to be receiving some type of information. I feel like you're going to be receiving some type of information, or some type of communication, that allows you to finally move forward. And I also feel like whatever this is going to cause you to introspect. I feel like you're going to have some time in January where you really just sit with yourself and you really just allow yourself to finally think about, from a real analytical, logical perspective, everything that you've been through. And you're going to put your emotions to the side and be like, you know what? Yes, I love this person. Yes, I felt guilty. But you know what? Let's just look at the facts. Like, let's just look at the facts. F how I feel. F, you know, my heart or whatever. What are the facts? Was this person wrong? Yes or no? That's like, you're going to be looking at this person, your relationship with this person, or like I said, for those of you where there may be addiction, you're going to look at this from a solid, analytical, yes or no, factual perspective, and that's going to give you the push that you need to finally move forward. Because I feel like you've been wanting to move forward, but your moving forward has been blocked because of the fact that you were avoiding the introspection that you really needed to do. You were avoiding this Eight of Cups energy. You were avoiding walking away, when for a long time you've known that that's what you actually need to do. And in the King of Swords in January, you're finally going to be getting the strength to just look at the facts. Period. Because I feel like you're someone who has excused and ignored and made excuses for not only this other person's behavior, but also your own. Because whether you're dealing with the person or an addiction, you, like I said, you've known for a long time that you needed to walk away from this, but you have been ignoring it, because in order to walk away from this, you have to acknowledge the feelings, you have to acknowledge the feelings that caused you to even be in this situation. You have to acknowledge the pain and the hurt that even allowed you to become addicted to whatever you're addicted to. You had to acknowledge the pain that allowed you to even end up with this kind of person that would do this to you. And in January, you're finally going to be ready to face the truth, to face the facts, and do what needs to be done. And I'm really proud of you. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at your oracle cards. The first card that you have here is the Serpent. Okay, so with the Serpent, I get two messages. One, I get the energy that, again, like I said, there may be some type of information revealed to you, some type of snake or deceit getting revealed to you, especially if this is a person that you're dealing with, okay? So like I said, I don't think that this is going to be like a brand new thing that they're going to do, but I think it's going to be something that they have done in the past that they were able to keep from you, that in January is going to come to the light. You know, whatever, you know that phrase, what's done in the dark comes to the light, okay? Something is going to come to the light in January that gives you that last straw where you're like, you know what? I'm done, actually. You've done enough. I've forgiven you enough. I've given you enough chances. Now I find out you're doing this. I'm done. And that's it. And like I said, for those of you where there may be addiction, you may just have one last bad experience. You may, get drunk, like I said, and black out one last time where, if you're smoking a cigarette, you might make your throat hurt, or if you have a shopping addiction, you might ball out one time and really feel that financial burden after and be like, you know what, I'm really fucking done with this. Like, excuse my language, but sometimes it's just like it's like I'm really fucking done. Like, and for you all in January, you all are getting that energy where you're literally like, I'm fucking done. And you're gonna mean it this time. Like, you're going to mean it. When I say the King of Swords means what he says, okay, whether you're a male or female, you're going to mean it. Serious. Like, I just feel like it's like that energy just like stamp, like put your foot down, you're done, okay? And also, the other type of energy that I'm getting from this Serpent energy is you're going to be unlocking this certain wisdom and intelligence that you really have always had, but you just were not allowing yourself to access because you weren't ready to see the truth. The serpent gets a bad rap, but even in the story of Adam and Eve or whatever, all the serpent did was give Adam and Eve knowledge, okay? And did that knowledge change how they perceived the world, and did it change how they were able to move through the world? Absolutely. But that knowledge did, in a sense, depending on how you look at it, that knowledge freed them, because when they didn't have the knowledge, they didn't know what was really going on around them. They didn't really understand who they were or why they were there. They were just blindly following their God. You know what I'm saying? And this is not to go against Christianity or anything if that's your belief, but the serpent gave them wisdom. And in the book, that's demonized, but we know that knowledge is what helps us to move through life and make better decisions. So you getting that certain knowledge, it kind of will, I feel like it's kind of going to disillusion you, because I feel like you're kind of illusioned right now by your feelings or by avoiding the truth. But when you have this knowledge of what this person did or what this addiction is doing to your life, it's going to really give you the last push that you need to stop living a lie, to stop being illusioned, to stop ignoring red flags, to stop making excuses, and to do what needs to be done. Okay, with that King of Swords energy, like I said, you're putting your foot down and you're done. All right. So let's look at your last oracle card. We have joy, rejoicing in the present. Okay. I think that in January, when you make this decision, it's going to help you to live in the present moment and to not feel like, I think that this is kind of like a end of January kind of energy that I'm feeling here. I feel like all this is going to come first. And once you make this decision, it's going to make you feel a lot more free and a lot more joyous. And I think it's also going to make you feel a lot more in control of your life, because I feel like right now you might kind of feel like things are happening to you. And once you finally accept the truth and act on it and decide to be done, it's going to give you a sense of joy and peace, because you're going to finally feel in control. When you're dealing with someone like that's a narcissist, or that you feel like is having control over your life, or that you feel like you just can't leave alone, or when you're dealing with addiction, it can leave you feeling very powerless. And I feel like in January, you're going to be getting your power back, okay? Just even the color of this card is really giving me solar plexus and sacral chakra energy, where you're getting your power back. You're realizing who you are, okay? You're realizing that you don't have to be an addict. You don't have to be, someone's play doll that they just play with and just, toy with your emotions. You're realizing that you don't have to accept this. You are strong enough to walk away from this and to stand in your own power and to make the decision that is best for you, regardless of how you feel or how much pain you've been through, okay? I think in January, you overall are gaining a lot of strength, all right? So let's go ahead and look into your last message. Let's pull a card together. Spirit, what is coming into Group 2's life in January? What is coming into Group 2's life in January? One more. I wasn't too hard. All right. Wow. You all have emotional healing. It's safe for you to let go of old emotional pain. By doing so, you allow your heart to mend. So like I said, you guys are letting something go. You are done. And when you are done, when you decide to be done with this, and when you walk away from this, you are going to open up so much space for healing, for strength, for confidence, for belief in yourself, okay? You don't even realize how strong you are. The strength that you're going to tap into in January is unbelievable. And like, it's something that you've been slowly building up, because like I said, this has been a long journey where you have known that you needed to overcome something, but it's been tough for you. But in January, I feel like you're going to be, like I said, it's the straw that broke the camel's back. You're going to be getting that last final push that you need to be done, okay? To be done. Like, even though I'm doing this reading now and this is all, bound to happen in the future, I'm already really, really proud of you guys, okay? Thank you so much for watching Group 2. Please give me a big thumbs up if you enjoyed this reading. And if you feel comfortable, leave me a comment down below letting me know how this resonated for you. Please subscribe to the channel so that you can join the community and that you don't miss any more readings that I do. I really, really appreciate you and thank you for watching. I'm really proud of you and I'll see you next time. Bye. All right, hello, pile number 3. Thank y'all for choosing this reading. Thank y'all for being here with me. So if you chose Stroke of Genius, this is your reading. So I have already pre-shuffled your cards, but I have not looked at any of them. Y'all know I like to do this reading intuitively as we go. So we have 2 oracle cards here, 3 tarot cards, and then three more tarot cards to clarify. And then at the end, I'm going to shuffle 1 oracle card on camera with you all for your last message. Okay, so let's just go ahead and get into it. What is coming into your life in January 2022? Okay, so the first card that you have is Strength in reverse. Next, you have the 6 of Wands. And then last but not least, you have the 4 of Pentacles. So for you all, what I'm feeling like is coming for you in January is the strength to finally come out with something that you've been holding on to for a long time. So for this, whatever it is that you've been holding on to, this is general reading. And of course, a lot of people are probably going to see this reading. So I can't like specify exactly what it is that you've been holding on to. But for some of you, I feel like this is like a sexuality thing where you're going to be coming out with your actual sexuality. For some of you, I feel like this is a project that you've been working on kind of secretly in the shadows. For some of you, I feel like you're going to be expressing your feelings for someone to them, or finally telling somebody something that you have, like, this is giving me like a confession type of energy, or like a presentation type of energy, where there's something that you've been holding on to, that you've been holding on to it partly because you felt like it wasn't the right time, and also because of a bit of insecurity or not knowing how it was going to be received. And I feel like in January, you're developing enough internal strength to finally put yourself out there. So for some of you, this may be something as simple as starting a YouTube channel. For some of you, this may be coming out about, your sexuality. I feel like for some of you, you may be graduating from something in January. Like, that's kind of, I don't think people tend to graduate in the month of January, but for some reason, I feel like for you all, there may be some type of graduation or completion of some type of schooling or a certificate in January. It just feels like there's something that you've been holding on to for a long time that's finally going to come out into the, like you have the internal strength to finally let it come out into the world in January. Interesting. For some of you, I feel like this could also be like some type of investment that's going to give you its return in January. So if you maybe have like invested into a stock or crypto, there may be some type of jump in January where you're able to get a lot of profit from it and cash out, like a large percentage. Okay. For a lot of you, this could also be you finally starting a business that you've been putting together or like launching a business that you've been secretly working on. So for some of you, let's say that you're like an artist and you've been wanting to sell your art, but let's say you didn't want to start your art business with only one painting. So you've been just like in your art space, just like for the past couple of months, just creating and creating. And in January, like you'll have enough paintings to where you feel comfortable to finally like host an art gallery show, or finally post your website, or start your art page, or finally start auctioning off your pieces, something along those lines. For some of you, like I said, I see you like starting a YouTube channel, or maybe like starting some type of social media account in January, but you've been like, I feel like you've already been making, this is not the energy where like you're gonna get the idea in January. It's like you've already had this idea and you've already been working on this, but behind the scenes. And in January, you're finally like showing it to the world. Okay, so like I said, for some of you, it could be your sexuality, it could be a business, it could be you graduating from some type of schooling. It could be you starting a social media channel. It could be you confessing to somebody how you feel about them. Like maybe for some of you, if you have like a friend that you guys started out platonically, but like you had a crush on them, you might finally get the courage to tell them how you feel in January. This is giving me like a pop out energy. Okay, so let's go ahead and look into your oracle card. I'm sorry, not your oracle cards, your clarifying cards. So the first card that you have is the 5 of Wands. Next, you have the 9 of Pentacles reversed. And then last but not least, you have the Queen of Swords. So I feel like with this energy, yeah, I feel like you were really going back and forth with this, with whatever this is for a while. I feel like with the 9 of Pentacles here and it being in reverse, I feel like you've been like, this is, yeah, I definitely feel like you've been working on this for a long time. And whatever this is has been in the works or in like progress for a long time. I feel like this is something that you feel like once you finally launch this thing, it's going to give you a sense of independence, and a sense of like achievement, and feeling more successful about who you are as a person, about where your life is heading. And like while you were working on this, or while you had it in the shadows working on it, you felt the opposite. Like there was a part of you that felt unfulfilled, or a part of you that felt like you were dependent, or that you weren't being authentic to yourself, or that you weren't being true to yourself by not publicizing this. But I see that at the time, you know, you were developing inner strength. You might have been going through a lot of internal conflict, like I said, or maybe even conflict with others about this. Maybe like for those of you where it's your sexuality that you're publicly going to be coming out with. Maybe you've had arguments with your family about it, or maybe you have dealt with a lot of discriminatory type of opinions that caused you to second guess yourself, or that caused you to not really feel comfortable to publicize it. If it's a business or like something like that, it could just be that, like, you know, take it how it resonates. If it's a business, it could be that you felt a bit of backlash, or maybe, you know, the first couple of people that you told about it didn't believe in you, or maybe you told someone that you had a crush on your friend and they were like, I don't think they'll like you back. You know, like there was some type of conflict here and some type of negative opinion that you have been battling with in your mind. Even if you're not necessarily still battling with the actual person that said this, whatever they said still lingered in your mind. And it's taken you a while to develop the inner strength to finally come out with this and not give a fuck what anyone says. And also for some of you, I feel like there was a bit of perfectionism on your end, maybe due to people's opinions and maybe due to knowing how people can be judgmental, that was also causing you to procrastinate. So I feel like in January, you're finally going to be feeling strong enough to be decisive, okay? Because I feel like this decision to pop out with this, you've been going back and forth on this for a while. So for example, like I said, if you're like an artist and you feel like you needed to you feel like you didn't want to pop out with your business until you already had everything complete, there was a part of you that did that out of perfectionism or out of not wanting to be judged. And I think that in January, you're finally going to be feeling the need to let go of holding on to your creations and to finally just let it be free. And it's actually going to bring you a lot of recognition, is what I'm getting with the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is a card of public recognition. And I feel like people might respond more positively to your coming out than you think they will. Okay, because I also see with this Queen of Swords here that you're someone who thinks very logically and very analytically, and you tend to put your emotions to the side. And not only does that mean that you put your negative emotions to the side, but you also sometimes put your excitement to the side, because I do feel like whatever this is, you are passionate about it and it's something that really does mean a lot to you. But you also tend to look at it from a very analytical perspective, where you try to convince yourself that you're not going to care what anyone thinks about it. And there is, of course, a healthy level of not letting other people's opinions dictate your decisions. But deep down, you do want people to be excited for you. You do want people to accept you, and you do want people to be happy about whatever it is that you're doing. You do want people to have a positive response to your business or your coming out, or you do want, if this is about you expressing your feelings for someone else, you do want them to like you back. You know what I'm saying? And I think in January, you're just going to become a lot more honest with yourself, and you're going to, like I said, develop the inner strength and courage to finally put yourself out there in whatever way that it applies for you. Okay? Yeah, I feel like you've been battling with this for a while, but I feel like once you finally do this, it's going to help you to feel a lot more independent and secure in yourself, even if the person doesn't necessarily, even if there is a bit of conflict. Because with this Five of Wands here, I do see that not everyone is going to approve of this or give you a positive response, but you're going to get some type of positive response. And I think that overall, you're going to become just more confident in yourself and more courageous, and realize that, again, there's this balance of like, I don't have to let every negative opinion get to me, but I can just focus on the people that are responding positively to me, and still be courageous and still believe in myself regardless. Because I feel like at some point you were too concerned about what other people would think, or too concerned about other people's judgments, and also too concerned with being a perfectionist or trying to do it the right way. And I think in January, you're gonna feel, even if you haven't gotten over your perfectionism in January, I feel like you're gonna feel like you've done enough to finally let it be seen. Okay, so let's go ahead and look into your oracle cards. The first card that you have here is memory. What am I feeling with this card? With this card, I feel like you're gonna be starting a new journey. And I feel like you're going to, I feel like there's, how do I want to say this? I feel like there's this double energy with this group. It's like, there's an energy of releasing yourself from past memories that caused you to go into your shell in the first place, or that caused you to become a perfectionist, or that caused you to be overly concerned with trying to protect yourself or whatever it is that your feelings or your sexuality or whatever, your business, whatever. But at the same time, there's also this energy of using these memories to your advantage and using them as fuel to put yourself out there anyways. This is kind of like a person who, this is giving me someone who turns pain into art, or someone who profits off of their pain. You're not going to forget everything that you've been through, but you're kind of going to use it as, like I said, you're going to use it as fuel to push you forward and to give you that confidence boost that you need. I feel like you have been through a lot of judgments and perfectionism, whether it's from other people placing it on you or from you placing it on yourself. All right, sorry about that. There was a bit of an interruption, so I don't remember exactly where I left off, but I was basically saying with this memory card, I feel like you guys are going to be kind of turning all of the judgments, all of the pessimism, all of the perfectionism into courage, and finally choosing and being decisive to come out with whatever it is that you've been holding on to, whether it's your feelings, your sexuality, a business, a goal. I feel like you're for some of you it's just you launching something, and for others of you it's like kind of confessing something about yourself that you've been keeping from the world. Okay, and let's look at your oracle card. Here we have ghost and regret. So yeah, there's definitely literally, like I said, it's like you guys are turning your pain into art or capitalizing off of your pain. There's a part of you and I feel like regret's not coming out with this sooner. Yeah, because there's definitely some kind of disappointment or some kind of fear of judgment here. And I feel like there's a part of you that, like, it's like there's a part of you that you guys have been kind of neglecting or like hiding or keeping in the shadows because you were afraid of judgment or what people will think. And I feel like in January, what's coming to you is the courage to finally let this part of you out and let this part of you be free. Okay, so let's go ahead and look into your last oracle card. Spirit, what is coming into group 3's life in January? What is coming into group 3's life in January? It's like you all are like revitalizing a part of you that you maybe feel like you had to like I said, hide or like almost like kill in order to be accepted in the world, or in order to feel like you were progressing or feel like you were fitting in or whatever. And I feel like in January you're going to be letting that go, and you're going to be really just, like I said, just really allowing yourself to be free, confessing or launching or showing yourself, showing your true self, and like what it is that you've really been working on, or who you really are, your true feelings or something of that nature to the world. Okay, and again, there is going to be some people who maybe throw shade or throw judgment, but you're used to that already. There's also going to be people that really support you in this, and that's what's going to be important for you to focus on. Okay, so let's go ahead and see your last oracle card. You all have trust. Okay, you can trust the people around you. They are earth angels sent to give you the guidance you seek. Okay, so like I said, there's going to be people that are probably judging you or whatever, but you're already used to that. You already expect that. There's going to be people around you that really support you in your decision and whatever it is that you're launching or confessing or showing about yourself. And it's really important that you focus on that, okay? Because like I said, you don't want to backtrack here. I feel like you've had to keep something, a part of yourself, hidden, and you're tired of that, and you're deciding to finally be free to come out into the world, and you're letting go of the need to worry about other people's judgments or opinions or approval. And whenever you express this and you get that support, don't brush it off and don't second guess it or feel like it's not real. Trust in the people that support you, because this is going to help you to feel more confident in yourself and to trust that not only to trust in these people, but it's going to help you allowing them to support you is going to help you to trust in yourself and your decision to come out with this. Okay, because there may, like when you very first say this, there may be a bit of with this card too, a little bit of regret. Like part of you may regret like hiding this part of yourself in the first place, but once you actually come out with this and make this decision, there may be like an initial feeling of regret, like, oh my God, what did I just do? You know, like for example, if you're confessing your feelings to somebody, or if you're confessing your true sexuality, when you very first say it, before you really get their response, there may be a part of you that's like, oh my God, why did I say that? Or like, oh my God, what have I done? Or when you first launch your business, you're like, oh my God, what if nobody books with me? Or what if people are thinking? Or what if people are laughing at me? And the support that you're going to get is going to help you to calm down and to trust that you made the right decision, okay? So thank you all so much, Group 3, for watching. That's all I have for you. Please go ahead and leave me a big thumbs up if you enjoyed this reading, and I really also would appreciate it if you could leave a comment letting me know how this resonated with you. Please also subscribe to the channel and click that bell notification so that you never miss another upload from me. Thank you so much for watching, and I love y'all, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.